Hello everyone! Kim Burrell, one of the most polarizing and gifted voices in gospel music, has once again found herself at the center of major headlines after finally breaking her silence and confirming long-swirling rumors about none other than fellow gospel powerhouse Juanita Bynum. And this revelation has not only reignited debates within the church community, but has also stirred curiosity and shock across the entertainment world. Because for years, speculation has followed these two women, both celebrated and controversial in their own right. And now, Burrell's decision to speak out has lifted the lid on questions that many thought would never be answered, making this one of the most talked about moments in modern gospel history. To understand the magnitude of this, one has to look back at the legacies of both women, as Juanita Bynum rose to global prominence in the late 1990s and early 2000s with her fiery sermons, best-selling books, and unforgettable conferences like No More Sheets, where she publicly shared her testimony of brokenness and restoration, a transparency that made her beloved by millions, but also left her exposed to criticism, scandals, and betrayals. While Kim Burrell built her reputation on her unmatched vocal artistry, blending jazz, gospel, and soul into a sound so unique that she became known as the singer's singer, respected by legends across genres from Whitney Houston to Burrell, yet also dogged by controversy for her outspoken views, often unapologetic personality, and willingness to call things as she sees them. For years, whispers circulated about a rift, a connection, or some deeper unspoken truth between Burrell and Bynum, with speculation ranging from private fallouts to secret collaborations, and even rumors about behind-the-scenes conflicts tied to power, influence, and ministry politics. But neither woman ever publicly confirmed or denied the rumors, allowing them to grow into near-mythical status in church gossip circles, until now. In a candid sit-down conversation that has since gone viral, Kim Burrell finally addressed the subject directly, acknowledging that much of what people speculated did indeed have roots in reality, though she carefully framed her words in a way that blended honesty with discretion, making it clear that while she wasn't out to tear anyone down, she also wasn't going to continue carrying the weight of silence on a matter that had followed her for decades. Burrell admitted that her connection to Juanita Bynum was far more personal and complicated than the public ever knew, explaining that they shared not just professional ties as women in ministry, but also deeply personal moments of struggle, counsel, and yes, disagreement. And while she didn't go into salacious details, her confirmation that the rumors weren't all lies was enough to send shockwaves through the gospel community, because it validated years of speculation and opened the door for conversations about transparency, authenticity, and the blurred lines between personal life and public ministry. What made the moment even more gripping was the tone in which Kim delivered her admission, measured, emotional, and at times even protective of Juanita, suggesting that while there may have been conflicts or truths the public never knew, there was also love, respect, and a deep understanding that both women were navigating the challenges of being powerful, outspoken Black women in a religious world that often scrutinizes them more harshly than their male counterparts. Social media immediately exploded, with fans, critics, and churchgoers dissecting every word of Kim's revelation, some praising her for finally being honest, others accusing her of stirring the pot unnecessarily, and still others demanding Juanita respond and tell her side of the story. Though at the time of this recording, Bynum herself has remained publicly silent, leaving even more intrigue around what she might say if she chooses to address the matter. But beyond the gossip, there is a deeper narrative here about two women who have both faced public scandals, harsh criticisms, and immense pressures to uphold impossible standards while still ministering to millions. And Kim's confirmation is not just about rumors. It's about lifting the veil on the reality that even the most Celebrated figures in the church are still human beings with complex relationships, conflicts, and vulnerabilities. What this moment has also done is spark a broader discussion about the culture of silence and secrecy in the church world, where leaders are often expected to project perfection, leaving little room for honesty about disagreements, mistakes, or simply being human. And by finally confirming what many had speculated, Kim has in some ways opened the floodgates for a more honest conversation about transparency in ministry, accountability, and the importance of separating the gift from the person. As this story continues to dominate headlines, one thing is clear: Kim Burrell's decision to finally confirm the rumors about Juanita Bynum has shifted the gospel world into uncharted territory, and whether it leads to reconciliation, further controversy, or a new wave of transparency among church leaders, it has already cemented itself as one of the most significant turning points in the careers of both women, leaving fans, critics, and the faithful alike glued to their screens, waiting for what comes next in this unfolding drama between two of gospel's most iconic and complicated figures. Thanks for watching.